So if you'll just be ready for Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional of our graduates.
Be seated, if you can. And we found a seat. Excellent, excellent. Good afternoon, everybody. We did it. You guys rock. My name's Steve. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. One thing we know about physical therapists is their ability to adapt. And you saw it firsthand, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome, friends and family. I have some important people on the stage here, Dr. and President Martin, Dean Lau, Dean Stoneman, and Mr. White of our administration. welcome and thank you. Friends and family of these students, we're glad you're here. I woke up this morning to 2 inches of snow, and I thought, oh no. But then I thought, this is good. For those that don't know snow, we brought the snow. And as I was driving down, I thought, God, this is a lot like PT school. When that first day, do you remember? It didn't snow that day, but I think you felt the heat of a big storm. And what are you going to do? And as I kept driving, I'm up in Salt Lake, as I kept driving, I noticed that the clouds were starting to clear up, and about midway through, the sun almost poked out. It didn't quite, but I thought it was going to, and I thought, yeah, this is just like PT school, where it's just like heavy, 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 and then all of a sudden, but then my story didn't work out because it just kept raining. But anyway, we're glad you're here. Faculty and staff, welcome, thank you. And DPT 18s, the guests of honor, we're glad you're here. You're looking very sharp. Today is a great day. Not only is it Convocation, the end of your journey, but we get to do a few awards for some folks, and we're excited to do that. We're going to start today with hearing some remarks from Dr. Jeff Lau, and also the president of the DPT 18s, Cassie K. Satrin. Did I do that all right? That name kind of threw me off. So I didn't know that name for most of the journey here. Anyway, Dr. Lau.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, I too would just like to welcome everyone, all of our faculty and staff and the university administration, but especially our wonderful family members and friends, and in particular, our awesome class of 2024 for our Doctor of Physical Therapy program. I apologize for my voice. It's been a little on the edge the last couple of days, so hopefully we'll hold out. I'll try and make it short. I know my reputation doesn't suggest that that might be the case. But I'm Jeff Lau. I'm the Dean of the College of Rehabilitation Sciences, and again, welcome from the college and from the university. Today marks a truly momentous occasion as we get to gather today to celebrate years, the culmination of years of lots of hard work, lots of dedication, and truly your passion. I just want to extend a formal congratulations from the college and from the university to the class of 2024. Can we give them a round of applause? We'll get lots of opportunity for that. Now, throughout your journey, and it has been a journey, you've faced numerous challenges and overcome a lot of different obstacles, but you've also spent a lot of time lifting each other to help each other gain the success and achievement that you have accomplished. You've all exhibited determination and an unwavering commitment to excellence, which has led you to where you are now and to who you have become, which is doctors of physical therapy, right? Exciting. Have you started practicing that? Getting people to call you that? Maybe your spouses may not want to call you that as much, but I know mine didn't. But today is not only just about your academic achievements, it's about a profound impact that you are poised to make on the world. As you embark on this new chapter of your lives, this new adventure, armed with the knowledge and skills and compassion that you've developed over the last number of years, remember that you will have the power to transform lives, to really, truly give some people hope. And that's something that is unique to what you're going to be able to do, to have that impact. In the ever-evolving, changing landscape of healthcare professions, the role of doctor of physical therapy is more crucial than ever. Whether you find yourself working in a hospital, a rehab center, private practice, research, or maybe even teaching, right? You will find that you are integral to the health of our communities and to the lives of so many individuals that you'll have the opportunity to impact. As you reflect on the journey you've taken to this point, remember also the invaluable support of not only your professors and mentors, but your family and friends who've stood by you every step of the way, and I suspect that they've had a pretty significant role in your success. So if you would, let's give all of the support, family and friends, a little bit of gratitude. Truly, it does take that kind of support to be successful. And let's not forget also to be thankful for the patients who, as you were learning, entrusted you with their care and their well-being to help you develop the skills and knowledge and develop into the incredible practitioners you are today and who you'll develop into throughout the rest of your career. As you receive your various accolades and recognition today and tomorrow, as you embark on your journey throughout the rest of your life, remember to embrace each moment that you have with your patients with humility and a commitment to lifelong learning. That truly will help you to shape your own life and the lives of the people that you will be able to help throughout the rest of your career. So, to the Doctor of Physical Therapy class of 2024, I offer my sincerest congratulations on all of your development and achievements. I encourage you to strive to continue for excellence throughout the rest of your careers. Thank you, and again, congratulations from the college and from the university.
Good afternoon, faculty, friends, family, and my fellow graduates. Today is a day of celebration, reflection, and gratitude. While the ceremony marks the accumulation of years of hard work for us graduates, it's also a testament to the unwavering support of the people who stood by us through this entire journey. To our families and friends, we couldn't have done this without you. As I stand here today, reflecting on our shared journey, through physical therapy school, I can't help but think it was the longest road trip ever. And let's be honest, it wasn't your average road trip. There were no scenic rest stops, no fast food drive-thrus, and definitely no GPS telling you you've arrived. Instead, we had textbooks as thick as bricks, clinical rotations that stretched us in every direction, and caffeine, lots and lots of caffeine. When we first set foot on this road, many of us thought, how hard could this really be? I mean, we're helping people, we know what a hamstring is, solid start. Fast forward a few weeks, and we found ourselves buried in anatomy, desperately trying to remember which muscle attaches where, and wondering why cadavers don't come with color-coded labels. Despite the initial overwhelm, we found our footing. Slowly but surely, we started connecting the dots, asking fewer, is it this or that questions, and more, how does this help my patient questions. We learned, we grew, and we kept showing up because quitting wasn't an option, and we're too broke to start over in a different field. But beyond the challenges, this road trip wasn't all steep hills and no views. We hit some incredible milestones along the way. The things that made this journey truly memorable. Life didn't pause just because we were in school. Some of us got engaged, saying yes to forever. I'm shaking. While simultaneously saying no to having free time. Others tied the knot, proving that if we could commit to wedding planning and coursework, we could survive anything. And then there were the babies, the beautiful tiny humans who reminded us that sleep is optional and love is infinite. In fact, let me share some class stats with you to show you just how busy we've been over the past 2.5 years. Our group celebrated 10 engagements, 8 weddings, and welcomed 18 babies, including a few who are still on the way. How amazing is that? Talk about a class that is not only excelling in school, but single-handedly filling up our spots in Peds Lab. These milestones show that while we were growing as professionals, we were also growing as people, building families and celebrating life's biggest moments together. I'm still shaking. As we look back, it's impossible not to smile. Oh my God. I'm taking my shoes off. Not to smile at the unforgettable memories we've created together. Who could forget the interesting class time snacks that we made as choices that kept us fueled, or at least awake? Or if we struggled to keep our eyes open, we mastered the Building 3 naps on the beanbags. We bonded over the annual turkey bowl. We were proudly faced off against the faculty, maybe with a little bit too much confidence. But let's not overlook the glory of our intramural volleyball championship win, made even sweeter by the cheers of our cohort. We powered through TBI, neuro, and Parkinson's group projects, proving that teamwork truly does make the dream work. And beyond this classroom, our group texts ensured that we always had something to do. We were either organizing Super Bowl parties, pop dart battles, or simply just coming together to support one another. These moments weren't just breaks from the grind, but they are what truly made us family. In all these moments, we lived out the words from my favorite quote, "Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace." Whether juggling diapers and discussion boards, or balancing clinicals and wedding registries, we showed up, we gave it our all, and somehow we managed to do it with grace, or at least enough coffee and energy drinks to do it. However, none of us could pretend that this was smooth sailing. There were times that we felt like the proverbial car breaking down on the side of the road. Failed exams? Check. Clinical rotations where nothing went right? Check. The one patient who asked, "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" And you answered with, "Yes, I think." Double check. But those moments weren't dead ends, they were just detours. They taught us resilience, adaptability, and the art of smiling through sheer panic. They also gave us great stories, because let's face it, no one ever bonded over the easy stuff. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge those of us who faced some of the greatest challenge, the loss of loved ones. Personally, I experienced heartbreak of losing family members during this time, and I know some of you endured the same pain. Excuse me. To those who are grieving, please accept my deepest condolences. Let us take a moment to honor and remember those who are no longer with us, but whose love, guidance, and presence remain with us in the spirit of this momentous day. Even in the face of such a profound loss, we found strength in each other and carried forward. And now we stand at the edge of this map, ready to chart new territory. As physical therapists, we'll guide our patients through our winding roads. And while we may not always have the answers, we'll always have the tools to figure them out. Plus, there's always Dr. Google. In our personal lives, there will be more milestones, more weddings, more babies, and maybe even a pet or two who will inevitably destroy your furniture. And the road ahead won't always be easy, but if we've learned anything, it's wherever life plants us next will bloom with grace. Before we move forward, let's pause and give credit where it's due. To our professors, thank you for your wisdom, patience, in answering all of our questions, even if we could have Googled it. To our families, thank you for pretending to understand what we're talking about when we ranted on about gait patterns and joint mobilizations. And to our classmates, thank you for being the kind of people who we could laugh with, cry with, and most importantly, share your Quizlets with. And my fellow graduates, we've reached our destination, but this is just one stop on a much bigger journey. As we move forward, let's remember that life's roadmap is full of twists and turns and unexpected detours. But if we've made it this far, with grace, grit, and a good sense of humor, there's nothing that we can't handle. Congratulations, doctors of physical therapy. We've traveled this road together. Now it's time to set sights on the next adventure. Buckle up, stay caffeinated, and don't forget to enjoy the ride. Thank you.
Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Dr. Lau. And yes, I will keep my shoes on. We now have a few awards to give out. And so we'll just follow the program. These will be given out by various faculty members.
Good afternoon. My name is Rodri Purcell, and it's my privilege to be able to present a couple of awards. So the first award is the Top Scholar Award, and this is reserved for graduates who have maintained a 4.0 all through the program. No easy feat. So what I'd like to do is read the names of those who will be given this award all together, and then we can applaud for them after they're up here. So if you would join me on the stage, Sabrina Crandall, Amy Hale, Michael Hannafin, Madison Hansen, Zach Kinsolving, and Nate Walker. Congratulations to all of you. Our next award is the National Physical Therapy Student Honor Society Award. So this is an award that comes from the American Council of Academic Physical Therapy, and this is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to the excellence in physical therapy education. So graduates who are given this award, first they had to apply for it, and they're selected from among a nationwide pool of DPT students who are graduating this year. And these students demonstrate excellence, integrity, and professionalism in several areas, including academic achievement, leadership, service or research, and also exhibit a strong moral character, ethics, and core values. On the academic achievement side, these students need to be in the top 25% of all DPT graduates for this year. So I will do the same thing. I'll read the list, and then we can give them an applause, and we'll bestow the braided cords for this award. So will you join me on the stage? Josh Bruff, Channing Christensen, Sabrina Crandall, Stephen Yang, Amy Hale, Michael Hannafin, and Bailey Mortensen. Please give them a round of applause.
Hello, my name's Will Sykes. I'm one of the professors here, and I'm lucky enough to be the Director of Clinical Education with my colleague, Dr. Stevenson. And so it is my pleasure to get to give the award for the Clinical Excellence Award. We actually have 2 awards to give for this. We have a male and a female award given. If those 2 could come up. It's Crystal Franco Granados and Wyatt Hayes. So while they're coming up, it is our honor to be able to talk to all these different clinical instructors across the United States, and we get to ask them a couple of different things and make sure that the students are doing well. And each time we talk to the CIs of these 2, they were just glowing remarks, and we're like, hey, so when do they graduate? Can we get their numbers so we can hire them? But they proved in their clinical education that they are great students and soon to be great clinicians. Now, if you guys look forward into your program a little bit, I also get the opportunity to announce our Clinical Instructor of the Year Award. And if you go to where the staples are, it's really easy to open up the program. And you'll see that Dr. Stephanie Hayes is our recipient as she's coming up right here. Perfect. I'm glad. So Stephanie graduated from the University of Utah with a doctorate in physical therapy in 2019. She then went on to pursue an orthopedic physical therapy residency at the University of Utah and the U.S. Department of VA the following year. Stephanie is a board-certified orthopedic clinical specialist and has a special interest in treating orthopedic conditions of the spine. She also focuses on treating conditions of the hands and experienced with custom fabrication of splints and orthoses. Stephanie enjoys trail running, probably because you live in Moab, right? And mountain biking and hiking with her husband, Taylor, and her son, Hank. Everybody give a really warm welcome to our CI of the Year. So, I'd have Dr. Hayes stay up here for a minute because I want to read the nomination that was given for her when it came to the CI of the Year nomination. The person that made the nomination is, where is she? There she is. Dr. Bailey Mortensen, and this is what she wrote. She took every opportunity she could and turned it into a learning experience. She went above and beyond and taught me about more than just being a normal PT. Her goal was to help me make more than, sorry, I skipped the line. Her goal was to make me more than an average PT. She taught me how to interact with patients to help them have a better experience. She taught me how to think outside of the box and think of new ways to challenge patients. She taught me to apply the evidence to each patient. If we ever had any downtime, she would run over new techniques with me or let me practice things with her. She let me have opportunities to learn and grow and encourage me to be independent with patient care. Every time she introduced me to patients, she made sure the patient knew that she trusted me with their care, and thus it instilled confidence in the patients. She taught me that it is okay not to know the answer to every question, but it is important to do the work to find out the answer in order to help the patient. She taught me how to be confident in my abilities and to trust my instincts. She shaped me into the PT that I am today. She truly tried to teach me everything she could in the time that we had, and she never made me feel uncomfortable or inadequate. I learned so much from her, and I would love to see her win this award. Well, she did, Bailey, she did. One more round of applause for Dr. Hayes. Thank you. I'm also in the position at school to realize that some of you probably would have really liked Dr. Hayes as your CIs compared to some of the ones you got, huh? But I digress. All right. So, the next award is the Leadership Award. Now, the Leadership Award is for a student that has taken the role of a leader in their class and has done and gone far above and beyond the needs of their own to help the needs of the cohort. We had the faculty members vote on this award, and we had 5 nominations. The nominations were Stephen Gyeong. We should give it a round of applause for each of these. Just nominations, just stand right there. Wyatt Hayes. Cassie Satran. Race Sickinger. And Bailey Harper Sturm. And I bet you all could, I wish we all could give the award to all these 5, but the one award that we get to give is the award to their class president, Dr. Cassie Kay. Come on up.
I have the honor to be able to present the Faculty Recognition Award, and I'm just going to read what this award suggests based on what we receive as faculty members to make nominations. This recognizes a student who is exemplary in their pursuit of knowledge, development of skills, and who seeks and accepts feedback with humility. The student embodies professionalism, works hard, and is helpful, timely, and punctual. They are a team player and seek the good of those around them. And I apologize I didn't introduce myself. I'm Dr. David Paulson, and I get to work in the orthopedic area of our education. As you can see on the program, 9 students were nominated. All are stellar people, both students and now peers in our profession. Just so you can hear some of the nominations and what was suggested about these people, the following are some of the quotes from the professors who nominated. We're going to go to the one who won this award. This person was always, I did say this person rather than he or she, just want you to know that. This person was incredibly pleasant to work with in every class. This person was enrolled in the student learning course at the Community Rehabilitation Clinic. This student held an important position in the Cohort 18 class leadership. I don't think I ever passed this person without a smile on their face and a friendly greeting. This person studied hard and helped a lot with their classmates, some of whom did not feel welcome to ask anyone else. This person is genuinely kind and a hard worker. This person pursued their own growth and that of others. So those who were nominated, please stand if you will. Amy Hale, Bailey Sturm, yes, let's give them each a hand. Bailey Sturm, I'll reiterate that since we were clapping. Go ahead. Joshua Bruff, Meg Manning, Michael Hannafin, Rays Sickinger, Sabrina Crandall, Stephen Giang, and Zach Kingsolver. The selectee for this award is Michael Hannafin.
My name is Dr. Misty Timpson, and I have the privilege of presenting the award for professional engagement. Let me read what the description is. This recognizes a student who is exemplary in their professional engagement, including involvement locally or nationally in the American Physical Therapy Association, participating in research, providing service to the community as a student PT, or any other elements that demonstrate professional involvement in physical therapy. We had multiple nominations, so will those nominated please stand as I read them. Angel Lamelli Anderson, Crystal Franco Granados, Stephen Yang, Madison Hanson, and Bailey Harper Sturm. We had a tie with the most nominations. We have 2 people. So Angel and Bailey, will you please come up? While they're coming up, I'm going to read a couple of the statements of nomination. Angel, she was nominated because her involvement so heavily in research. She was able to present at the Utah APTA conference, and she's also been honored to be able to present this coming February in the APTA CSM. She's also been a teaching assistant for the 705 course. She's very highly motivated. She gets the work done and always a very high level of quality. So please. And Bailey, she's always been very helpful and involved. She was able to assist in running the CRC. She also expanded it from 2 slots an hour to 3 slots an hour. She participated in the wellness research group with Parkinson's group and was planning to assess the intensity of the RPE versus step count versus versus heart rate. She also went to CSM and attended CSM as a student. So help me congratulating her as well.
Again, I'm David Paulson, and I get to give another award. I'm so excited. This is the Lifting Others Award. Lifting Others has become sort of a mantra, almost a formalized mantra of our Doctor of Physical Therapy program at Rocky Mountain University, and it's so important that we now have a t-shirt that says, Lifting Others. We wear it at various occasions, but mostly on Fridays when we can. It is our final award, and I think it's because we wanted to make sure that we honored a student who truly exemplifies what it takes to be a great physical therapist and healthcare provider. We recognize a student who, by their character, personality, and the little things they do, lift those around them. 8 students were nominated. That says a great deal about this cohort and who you are. I'll read the names a little more slowly this time. First, Michael Hannafin, Stephen Giang, Alexis Bryant, Bailey Mortensen, Josh Bruff, Apollo Miller, Jeffrey Tobias, Tobinas, sorry, and Cassie Satron. I have to admit, just looking at all of you makes me tear up a little bit. We've shared a lot together, and I love all of you. But the award goes to Michael Hannafin.
Congratulations, nominees and award winners. We now have come to the moment of great significance for today's ceremony, the hooding of our graduates. The hooding of graduates dates back to the 12th and 13th centuries and signifies Dr. Wilkinson's having a hard time. Is it his vision or just his mental capacities? We don't know which. Signifies special recognition of the doctoral candidates. Faculty members place the hood over the heads of the graduates, and today the faculty member who has been the advisor to the students, along with myself, will be doing the hooding. We recognize their success in completing the program and symbolically welcome them as fellow scholars. The hood identifies the owner's academic institution, degree and field of study through the length and the colors of the lining and the binding. The Doctor of Physical Therapy degree is designated by the peacock-colored velvet. These traditions symbolize not only the achievement of completing advanced studies, but also the responsibility and honor that come with earning an advanced degree. The faculty advisors will come forward to confer this honor upon their respective graduates. And thank you to Gretel Kosman for reading the names and degrees.
Now presenting the candidates for Doctor of Physical Therapy, Dr. Ryan Ikaika Sofisen. Dr. Zach Stepp. Dr. Christian Bentley. Dr. Meg Manning. Dr. Nicole Horn. Dr. George Liu. Dr. Sophie Britton. Dr. Alexis Bryant. Dr. Carolina Kreipel. Dr. Justin Brandt. Dr. Stephen Yang. Dr. Crystal Franco Granados. Dr. Jacob Dean Grossbeck. Dr. Jeffrey Casimiro Tabinas. Dr. Lauren Rochelle Culp. Dr. Madison Hansen. Dr. Wyatt Hayes. Dr. Gage Manzione. Dr. Nathan Allen Walker. Dr. Ethan Mark Glade. Dr. Brett Makowski. Dr. Ethan Plager. Dr. Apollo Miller. Dr. Melissa Mongello. Dr. Sabrina Crandall. Dr. Michael Hannafin. Dr. Chet Peyton Hervey. Dr. Stephen Joseph Balls. Dr. Amy Hale. Dr. Kari Louise Johansson. Dr. Channing J. Christiansen. Dr. Laurel Elise Goodpasture. Dr. Zachary Kinsolving. Dr. Race Sickinger. Dr. Joshua Bruff. Dr. Cassie K. Satrin. Dr. Angel Lomelli Anderson. Dr. Peyton Lee Kimber. Dr. Wesley Leffler. Dr. David Holloway. Dr. Carson Poach. Dr. Bailey Harper Sturm. Dr. Radhika Roach. Dr. Gerald Casey Eugenio Virina. Dr. Michael Colson. Dr. Bailey Mortensen. Dr. Alexander Vanderholm. Dr. Lindsay Elizabeth Bourne. Dr. Colton Boyd. Dr. Madeline McDaniel.
We made it through that. We only lost a couple of those silly little hats, but good job. We're now lucky enough to have Dr. President. I'm confused too. Yeah, so many titles. Dr. Martin, who is the president of the university, will now give us some remarks. And afterwards, we will watch a video from Dr. Glory Dio Esana from the Alumni Association. President Martin.
Congratulations, everyone. Yes. Somebody asked me when I completed my doctorate degree, how's it feel? And for the life of me, the only thing I could think of at the moment was it feels like I passed a mental kidney stone. And so congratulations on passing that mental kidney stone. Well, I'll be brief. I just want to say congratulations to you, but there are some people that you need to say thank you to. So I would invite you to stand, turn to your family and friends, and applaud them for their support and efforts in this process. They need to hear your appreciation. Having gone through this journey, I know you don't do it alone. Now, here at Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions, we pride ourselves in pushing our students, pushing them hard, but equally supporting them through the journey. And in that light, will you join me in thanking your faculty for their push and their support to get you to this point? Now, that push comes because you need to have the confidence to go and do good, to fulfill the mission of which we as an institution have dedicated ourselves to, as well as you, as now graduates of this institution. How does that feel? Graduate, doctor, it's pretty amazing. Now, what I would love for you to do, and you may have heard me say this before, but it bears repeating. Repetition is how we learn, isn't it? As you look at your diploma, on the sleeve you see the logo, the seal of this institution. Inside that seal, there is a hand that creates the valley and representation of where we're located and nested in the mountains, the fingers pointing to the mountains. But that's a hand, and there are 5 points to that hand, right? 5 fingers that represent the 5 words that I use to summarize our mission as an institution, and therefore your mission now as graduates and practitioners. Those 5 words are to improve the human condition. That's your hand. That's your hand in that logo. Every time you see it, you can see yourself knowing that you've now dedicated your efforts, your profession, to improving the human condition. And how do you do that? You do that by loving and lifting those in need, those who come to you for support, those who come to you for relief. To love someone is to see them for who they are, to meet them where they are, and to listen to what they have to say. I've been the patient so many times, and sometimes like, hey, listen to me, right? Hey, see me. Meet me where I'm at, and in order to then lift me, or to lift your patients, those that you'll serve, to lift them through the crafts that you've been endowed with here now through this journey, and have the confidence to know that you know how to do that. By the way, you do it with your legs. You lift them with your legs, right? Don't hurt your back. But to love and lift those in need. What a powerful mission. What a powerful cause that you've engaged yourself in. And I applaud you for that. Remember, that's your hand. That's your hand that you represent now, that you're a champion of Rocky Mountain University. And you're charged with to go improve the human condition one patient at a time by loving and lifting them. I congratulate you, and I encourage you that even in the moments of, wait, what do I know to do? Stop, breathe, reflect, trust your training, and always be willing to learn. And then deploy what you know to do best, and that is to care for those in your before you. I salute you, I congratulate you, and say, go do good. Thank you.
Our MU graduates, you did it. Your long nights, your hard work, and your fierce dedication have led you to this remarkable achievement. It is with great pleasure that I officially welcome you to the next phase of your life as you become the newest members of the Rocky Mountain University of Health Professions Alumni Association. We invite you to get involved, be informed, and stay connected with this great university. And know that you are surrounded by a large alumni community who can support you. Congratulations, graduates. We cannot wait to see you wherever your journey takes you next.
Oh, what a great afternoon. Congratulations again to all the award recipients. Congratulations to the faculty and staff. We take a lot of pride in going along this journey with you, and we're like proud parents and uncles and aunts and cousins and brothers and sisters. We're really proud of you. Congratulations to the family members we know, and friends and loved ones. We realize that you put forth a lot into getting these folks where they were, so congratulations to you. And of course, congratulations to the DPT 18s. You made it. I'm lucky enough to provide the concluding remarks of the afternoon. I promised not to go too lengthy. As physical therapists, we often think and do a lot with steps. We use them in directions. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. We want to know how many steps there are to the front door and to get into the house. And we think about steps with regards to walking. For every step, we are considering some of the very basics of physical therapy, things that these students learned almost 3 years ago. Do you remember things like how to measure range of motion and strength and balance? Do you remember how you felt in those first days? Did you think you'd get here? I'm sure you did, but I bet you had some thoughts maybe going the other way. But you kept putting one foot in front of the other and taking those steps, one after the next, and finally you made it here. For my remarks, I wanted to leave you with several steps that you can use in the hopes that you will have a successful future. And so I've entitled my remarks, DPT 18, Steps to a Successful Future. Maybe I'm not as clever as most. The hope, however, is that when you're working on steps, which most of you will do, that you'll be reminded of my advice to you. So step one, baby steps. Did you ever see the movie, this may be a little before your time, What About Bob? If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch. It's about Dr. Marvin, played by Richard Dreyfuss, and his patient, Bob, played by Bill Murray. And Bob has multiple phobias, and Dr. Martin presents him with a book called Baby Steps that provides Bob with the push to face his fears, not all at once, but in small chunks. Small, reasonable goals, one day at a time, one tiny step at a time, says Dr. Marvin. I'm hoping that you will reflect on your time in PT school as a bunch of baby steps. So you had a big task in front of you, and you just took those steps and somehow made it through. You have much practice at doing this, at least 8 semesters worth, where each semester gave you another task to get through. And you're well-versed to continue doing this through your life beyond PT school. Step 2, take a step back. As you know, life isn't about only success. You're gonna have some times when things don't go your way. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things you might regret. You may fall down. You may even fail at a few things. When those things happen, take the time to take a step back and reflect. Why did things go wrong or not according to plan? And think what you could have done better and learn from falling down. Be well worth your time and help you grow even more. Step 3, take an extra step. Go beyond the basics. That pillow under the knees, even when a patient says they're fine. These little things go a long way to both the success of your patients, but to the success of you. Take the time to go a little extra. Step 4, step up to the plate. Don't be deterred by the fear of not succeeding. Again, you've learned a lot about this over your time. Take that with you and use it. So the 4 steps that I give to you, take baby steps. When things are overwhelming, small steps add up to those lengthy journeys and big outcomes. Take a step back. When things go wrong, spend the time to reflect and learn a lesson. Take an extra step. Go out of your way to do a little more for others. This will pay off big time for you and your patients. And finally, step up to the plate. Lean into the hard. Decide what you want to do and go for it. It's okay to be afraid, but don't let the fear rule over you. May your steps always be filled with strength and endurance to get you to the heights that you will go to. May your steps have broad range of motion. May your steps be balanced as you juggle the many facets of a complex life that we all have to face. And may your steps always be in the direction of your next dreams. We are proud of you. I said this yesterday, but I'm going to say it again, just in case you weren't listening. Not that you ever do that. But we as faculty are really proud of you, and we want to continue on your journey forward with you. And please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions, and we might even do the same to you. But we love hearing from you. We love hearing of your successes and even of your failures. And we now consider you colleagues. That's a pretty cool thing. Anyway, you did it. Proud of you. Please rise, all of you, as the students walk forward, and let's hear it for them. Thank you all for joining us. Please be safe as you go home. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to the crew, to the registrar office, to events planning. We appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. We're doing a photo over here.